You gonna get a kick out of this whenever that little body started running, and it had Marlon Wayans' head on it, and even Marlon Wayans looks confused. It was like they shot it. He didn't know he didn't know what the action was.
The body running in front of his head.
Yeah, they're like, man, just make expressions and we'll just put them on whatever body that we need. Mm-hmm. I'm confused. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. You know, I prided myself on being able to say that I've seen every Wayans Brothers movie out there. You know, look, if I'm going to criticize something, if I'm going to be very critical, I want to be thorough, and I thought that I had seen it all. But apparently, I keep forgetting. Apparently, he's so small that I miss Little Man. I always forget that I've seen that movie.
You overlook him.
I'll overlook him. He's always down here, Corey, what about me? What about me, dog? What about me? But I always miss him, never see it. This is the one Wayans Brothers movie. I've seen them all, but I have not seen this one. Of course, doing these bad movie reviews, you cannot escape fate. All these bad movies that we prided ourselves on saying, you know what, just happened to conveniently miss that one. No one misses anything on this show right here, and thus my time has come. You voted for Little Man. We saw it, and even more so. Billy, you've seen this movie?
Hell no, I didn't see this shit.
All right, well, I'm not alone. Well, Billy, you know what? Tonight this is good because we'll let you know. Because I was once like you. I was once a Little Man version. I did not see this movie, and I prided myself on that, but. You know, I've seen some movies recently where I've looked at them for the first time or looked at them for the first time again through different eyes, through a different maturity. And I said, you know what? That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. That could be the case with this movie right here.
Okay.
Either I'm going to bring back some bad memories for you or I might convince you to maybe go back and watch this again. We were different. We were just kids back in the day.
There's a part of me that thought that. And then I just started looking at those clips from the trailer, and I was like, nah.
Martin, you saw those with no sound, Martin. You can't judge a movie with no sound.
Oof.
You can't do that. So people.
I didn't think about the offensive angle of it at the time.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Hey, man, you know, some things you just have to say, you know what, that was just a product of its time. What'd you say? You know, learn to forgive and let go.
Yeah, like slavery.
Product of its time. But we can laugh about it now.
Right, sure.
Yeah. So let's see, you know, maybe you could actually laugh at this supposed comedy right here for the first time. People, I will be the only one bringing you this review with fresh eyes tonight. The review for Little Man. Let's go ahead and take a look at this trailer first.
Honey, look! Oh my God! It's a baby!
Cuckoo caca?
Baby, baby!
From director. Jesus.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he just knock you over the head with it, right?
You know,
and that wasn't even a sound. That wasn't even a song at the time.
I know.
That song was 10 years old by then.
I know, but it had "baby" in the title.
Yeah.
The word. Yeah.
What about Ice Baby?
You get it? He's a baby. The song had "baby" in the lyrics.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah,
that's
man.
right. That song says "baby" more times than Ice
Pay
Baby.
attention, man.
Okay, all right, man. Well, that's deep.
You smarter than this, but come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, look.
Break it down for us.
I'm gonna stop right here. I ain't gonna show no more.
No, man, I was having a good time with that.
No.
Martin's got to be reminded.
Kiss my ass.
No. You know what? Let's save a little for the review right here. Let's.
Kerry Washington this shit, man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, people. You know what? Let me say something here. And hey, look. This is not the words that anybody's going to want to hear. This is not the words that Martin's going to want to hear. I even dare say Billy. It's damn sure not the words that I ever want to hear come out of my mouth. But
You kind of liked it.
Better you saying it than me. I like this, man. In parts. Let me explain before everybody starts going up in an uproar right now. Look, I actually did enjoy this in parts. Maybe it's because I was going in with a new, fresh, positive attitude. You know, I'm not going in just to tear something down. I go in with a complete open mind. I found myself at some point, you know, being pleasantly surprised at how much I was laughing. Now, the other thing is, I get it, because there's a lot of things to really, before you even see the movie, to criticize this movie about. If anybody is even an inkling of a Warner Brothers Looney Tunes cartoon fan, then you know that this is based off of the babyface Finster character from Bugs Bunny.
Notorious bank robber believed to have perpetrated the daring last National Bank holdup this morning.
Now, look familiar? Of course. And I can even let that go. I said, you know what? It is such a blatant ripoff. These guys are fans. You know, they're paying homage.
Whatever, but sure.
They know it's such a blatant ripoff. There's no way that they don't know. And I'll even tell you how they know what they're doing in a little while.
In the credits, do they give any credit to?
I didn't stay for the credits. So I'll tell you that right now. I got out what again was good. It was good. Yeah. You know, I was able to get past this weak ass plot that they got, lack thereof, where. You know, even for a lowbrow comedy like this shit is weak. Still into what they call the Queen's Diamond. Some shit that should be, in the words of Indiana Jones, that belongs in a museum. Or
no, dude, it's in a jewelry store in a strip mall.
It's in a jewelry store on the corner of the city block right here, just waiting for a dwarf to come in and steal the shit. Waiting for a suitcase with shoes. Yeah. On little feet. You know what I gotta tell you, I was laughing at stuff like that. It's the Queen's Diamond in the middle of a Zales jewelry store.
Yeah, I know. It's like, that belongs in a Muppet cave, man.
That shit belongs at an exhibit or museum. It don't belong in no fucking Zales store where you buy fucking your wife's wedding ring and shit.
Or it's a wife's wedding ring, more like some earrings for your girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Or some bling for a goddamn upcoming wannabe rapper and shit. You know, no, man. No. You know, that's.
Let me get that Queen's Diamond. I want to get it engraved.
Yeah. No, that's just for looking, man.
Yeah, glass coming right up.
Yeah.
Cuban zirconia.
Yeah. Shit. And I like the security system on this. nothing but glass and plywood. That shit ain't even thick ass wood.
Right, you know, fake ass wood. That's that Muppet wood.
At that point, an employee would have stolen it.
Right.
Shit, the termites would have stolen the motherfucker.
Right, I was gonna say, yeah. If it got wet, but it just dropped through.
The plot is not important here. It's just that they just want a device to help me get to the jokes. I'm not looking that hard. I ain't gonna be that nitpicky with things right here. Now, maybe it's because I kept my expectations low. Maybe I'm a different person now, but I was laughing hard at some of the things in here, man. It's probably like, I laughed hard at this in most Wayans Brothers movies that I've seen, because this is so ridiculous. Look, I know that trailer looks terrible, and it is terrible, but I'm gonna tell you something, man. Sometimes it's just personal. You just see some things that just make you laugh. The thing that I criticize this movie for the most, I laughed at the hardest. I was like, this stupid ass special effect of putting Marlon Wayans' head on that little body.
It looks like one of those jib jab animations.
Yeah. But you know what, man? The moment he walked out, and that little body had Marlon Wayans' head on it, I laughed immediately.
Where the hell is this guy?
And even there are moments here where I was like, look, that ain't the best special effects, but it wasn't as bad as I thought from looking at the trailers.
His head ain't even with his body.
No,
man.
but it gets worse.
And they can't decide what size he is.
It depends on what scene you're looking at, because that's one of the better scenes right there. Because, like, look, I was watching it on my laptop at home. I was half asleep. I'm looking at this, and I'm just like, all right, you know what? The way this starts out, Now, maybe I'm looking at this on a big screen. That's different. But I was like, all right, if I didn't know who Marlon Wayans was and I wasn't really paying attention, I turned the laptop upside down and shit, maybe I would even be convinced that Marlon Wayans was an actual little person. I don't know. But
upside down.
Upside, yeah.
Put some Vaseline on the screen.
Yeah, exactly.
I might think so. Yeah.
and watch it from across the street.
Yeah. Had a few shots of tequila, But I could not stop laughing at this, man, when I saw this. It's just such a stupid looking effect, and they meant for it to be like that. And like I said, there's sometimes where it's like, all right, you know what, for y'all's budget and what you're doing, that's cool, man. But then there were other times when the effect was bad, the shit was even funny to me. And there are plenty of times when it's bad. And I'll explain to you why. There are so many times this effect looks so crazy.
Let's go get the rock. Percy, how many times I gotta tell you? No gun.
Man, his head's just floating.
Yeah. He looked like moving his head with a stick. He looked like a goddamn puppet. The problem is...
they are struggling to keep his head on his body.
That head is trying so hard to keep up with that little body right there. People, I can tell you exactly why this doesn't work. Look at this again.
How many times I gotta tell you? No gun.
Man, this fool... Okay, so when he was talking, he filmed it with his head standing still. But that little person body is all over the place.
Right.
So it would be like, Billy, if I was talking real serious to you with no expression, I was moving around like this.
No, at the end of the evening, their version of After Effects is going.
Yeah, people. It'd be like if I was sitting up here talking to y'all like this and just moving all over the place. This looks crazy, don't it? Yeah, it looks crazy as a motherfucking, don't it? That's how most of this movie looks, man. But I was laughing so hard at this, man. I mean, again, no one's taking anything seriously in this movie. So when I look at the effects in here and see that they're bad, that's just kind of adding to the comedy sometimes. It's like, all right, nothing's supposed to be serious up in here. You gonna get a kick out of this whenever that little body started running, and it had Marlon Wayans' head on it, and even Marlon Wayans looks confused. It's like they shot it. He didn't know what the action was.
The body running in front of his head.
Yeah, they're like, man, just make expressions and we'll just put them on whatever body that we need. Yeah, even he's looking like, what? Can you believe this shit? He's like, what am I doing? This is just stupid.
It took some niggas faces from other scenes. He went to premiere like, oh hell no, man, that ain't what I did.
Yeah. They told this fool to just sit there and do this, and they just put it on anybody they could find. And whenever you have these weird expressions on these body movements that don't really match,
it don't match at all.
To be fair, his default setting is weird expressions.
It's weird expressions, yeah. And the weird expressions when that little body was running and he had the Marlon Wayans expressions, I was dying, man. He looked like some shit out of the Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
And the thing is, that's him when he's an adult. So we haven't even got to little man. We're talking about Calvin is his name in the movie. So Calvin, we're looking at Calvin before Calvin is even a baby.
Trying to play a baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'm just so he gets out of prison and then goes and steals a dime.
Yeah, so that's what happens, man. If you couldn't tell from the plot from the trailer when it was, they were showing all the scenes, he gets out of jail, teams up with his buddy Tracy Morgan, and right out of jail talking about, man, I ain't going back to jail. Let's steal a diamond.
Yeah.
The Queen's diamond.
And so he steals the diamond, but the diamond, when he has to hide it, he puts in the purse of this couple. This couple played by Kerry Washington and Marlon Wayans' brother, Sean Wayans, who I got to say, I did like Sean Wayans in the movie because he's not bugging out. He's not acting crazy or anything. He's playing a sweet guy who wants to be a father. He's pretty much a straight guy. But he puts it in that purse. They take it home, so he has to infiltrate their home to get the diamond back.
And the only way to do that,
disguised as a baby.
Yeah.
So this is
the only way to do that.
the only way. Not to sit down and wait for them to leave.
So she's walking and steal her purse. And
or something. Just wait for them to go somewhere and eat or something.
Or if they broke into a jewelry store, why not break into their house?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It took longer to fucking dress up like a baby than it would to like break in that night and steal
It took longer for him to shave than it would have taken for him to break into the house and steal the diamond back.
But when they get in there, boy, hey, we wouldn't have a movie if that was the case. So when he becomes a baby, boy, I thought that the laughs are gonna stop. I thought like, all right, well, when he becomes a baby, the shit's gonna get stupid and more stupid, and then that's when we're gonna like really, start it.
For fuck's sake.
That's when it's going. That's when I'm gonna be like, all right, I've had enough of this. That's where the laughs would stop. Nah, man, I laughed harder because the whole joke is that he's an ugly baby, and Marlon Wayans keeps making these faces where straight up he feeds into that. And the thing, what I thought was funny with the movie is that everyone sees it, and what happens is Shawn Wayans, he wants to be a dad so bad, and Kerry Washington is the professional mom, the professional female who doesn't want to have a family yet. So when they come into their lives, they pretty much, Shawn Wayans is ready to adopt him, make him part of the family, ready to keep him. And so he starts introducing him to the other families with kids, and everybody else is just kind of like, that's a ugly motherfucker right there, man. And they don't even try to be nice about it.
Calvin! A mess.
Hey, that's not nice.
He's scary.
What did he say? He's scary.
He's like, man, fuck y'all.
Yeah, he really is. What's funny is Calvin's really getting his feelings hurt.
Right.
Man. Calvin thought he was gonna be a cute ass baby when he came out.
Well, I mean, he's adorable. In a National Geographic sort of way.
Boy, that motherfucker got straight up racist with
He sure did. Yeah.
He just came out. He said, y'all talking about he looked crazy and everything. He looked like a monkey to me.
Yeah, like a little pygmy monkey. Yeah.
He's like, y'all were thinking it. Come on.
I mean, come on. We were all thinking it, right?
Well, I mean, you're a 38-year-old man.
And that's what's funny about
trying
it.
to be a baby.
Because it's a 30-year-old man trying to be a baby, and plus it's not that they even dress him like a regular baby. They just keep gift wrapping his ass, putting bows on him and everything.
And also, what they do here was really unnerving. is instead of like before, it was clearly a little person that they had his head on.
Yeah.
Now it's a real toddler with the chubby little legs and everything. I'm saying that's a real baby's body.
Right.
Is that a real baby's body?
Look at the legs. That's the toddler.
Because little people got legs like that too. I think.
I don't know about that.
They might be more bow-legged. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That looks like a toddler.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of buff for a toddler though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, Mark's right.
There's been some other things going on. Those are toddler's legs.
I mean, those are toddler's legs. I see what you're saying.
Maybe it's like a baby monkey puppy or something. It's just an amalgamation of everything.
Or you know what? Fuck it, because
Well, no, you're right though, man. I'm confused because Billy, you're right. Those look like baby's legs, but those are some biceps on that motherfucker right there. Martin. So most of you, Martin, are right. I'm confused. I don't know. That could grow old real quick. But unlike some of the other Wayans Brothers movies, this has a pretty good supporting cast right here because they got people here that I like. Now, they're not always guaranteed to be funny. One of them, we saw another movie we reviewed not too long ago, and he was not that funny in there. In fact, he was kind of one of the most disturbing people. But they've gone and picked some people that I really like. They've gone and picked some in Living Color alumni like David Allen Greer, who's in here, and
I saw Kelly Caulfield too.
Yeah, she was in there. But David Allen Greer, man, he has me like he's a very versatile actor.
Oh, he's a classically trained on Broadway.
Yeah, a Juilliard graduate.
Yeah, exactly.
And you might recognize him right here. There he is, a Juilliard classically trained actor, and you probably see him doing some more serious things. He's played villains before, but man, this guy when he's funny, he can be hilarious, man.
We recently saw him in Tiptoes.
I was gonna say, can't stop with that. I was gonna say something. I was like, nah.
Man, they were typecasting his ass for like little people movies, man. That is true. But here, he's actually he's at David Allen Greer. If anybody's ever seen him be funny, especially on Living Color, we go back to that, and he's hilarious in this for the brief time that he's on.
Congratulations, man. Stepped up to the plate. Give me a hug. Hey, man, you ain't had to do it.
That's funny.
I love that. Yeah, he plays a guy he's hired to like Shawn Wayans been trying to get Kerry Washington pregnant as their characters in the movie, not in real life, but he's So he thought that she was gonna make the big announcement that she was pregnant. He had him ready to play for when she made the big announcement at his restaurant. And he's like, "Shit, you gonna pay me, man?"
Oh, man, you done did it, you know. Hey, man, you ain't had to do that. Get out of here. That's it.
I would like to say that.
Turn away around.
I know. I would like to say that we all know people like that, but I am that person sometimes. I pull that shit. Hey, man, you know, I've been begging the whole time, man, you ain't have to do all that, man. That's real cool. I have pulled that shit. Yeah. We've all pulled that shit. Come on. Oh, man, you didn't have to do that shit. Well, give it back then. No, fuck that.
No, no backs.
Yeah.
That's what makes it funny.
Yeah, man. And I tell you, he got out right when he was about to wear out his welcome.
Well, I got the news.
Yeah.
And I'm
Pregnant, yes! Yes!
Having my baby.
Oh, no.
So important to
Tara.
me.
Oh, Tara.
He left a little bit right. I was like, okay, you need to go on somewhere now. Yeah, it was like, okay.
I think he didn't quite make it.
Yeah, it was like they couldn't even bother to edit this right. If you look at this, like his lip.
Yeah, he wasn't singing.
You see that?
Not when he moving. I saw that shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even try. He was saying like completely different. Girl, you fine as fuck.
Yeah, he was saying whatever. It wasn't that.
He was saying everything but
that sentence.
Yeah, he didn't even try to match that.
Having my baby.
No.
Keenan, you lazy motherfucker. That was bad, dude.
He got the hell out of there. He got the hell out of there before he wore out his welcome. It was just the right amount of David Allen Greer in there. Now, this is the person that we're talking about. We saw him in another movie, and I love this person. Absolutely love this guy, man. He's hilarious to me. We saw him in another movie called Soul Plane, where he was one of the most disturbing characters in that movie. Not very funny. But I'm talking about Mr. John Witherspoon.
Oh.
Who's really funny. They didn't have to have his ass looking like Frederick Douglass, though.
No,
That ain't no afro. That's a helmet. He's funny because he don't like him and Calvin don't get along. He plays the father of Kerry Washington in the movie, who's looking at him like, what the fuck is that on your head right now? But he plays the father. He's living with them, and the moment Calvin comes in, from the moment that he sees Calvin, he does not like his little ass.
Well, I said toss this creature back in the Black Lagoon where it came from.
Daddy, stop.
He said, I'll stop nothing. I think this is... I'll stop nothing. But you know, these are the funny parts of the movie with John Witherspoon and Calvin, man, because in these brief moments, he's on to him, or he knows something's wrong, and they just kind of talk shit to each other, or just kind of mean mug each other and stink eye each other throughout their scenes. And I thought, man, that would have been actually really cool because Grandpa don't care about little Calvin. Whether he's a baby or not, he's gonna straight up talk shit to him, especially when no one's around.
Ain't nothing better than the evening news and my favorite milk and cookie. For a moment, I thought you were Chucky. About to put you in a chokehold.
Except talking some shit.
He's talking shit to him, except he looks much more frightening than Chucky.
Yes, he does.
Shit, maybe.
Especially that receding hairline. Nobody even thought about that.
Yeah, boy.
Also, every time there's a close up, it is green screen.
Oh,
and
hell
all
yeah.
that shit
Oh,
like
hell
that.
yeah.
And it's like he's in a different place and it's all soft.
It really is scary. Like, I'm not joking about making him a black Chucky because he's way more frightening than Chucky without the weapons, without the murder, just the expressions that this fool makes. It's just unsettling. Mm-hmm. It's just the wrong combination of images right there.
We found him.
Mama.
That just looks wrong.
It looks horrifying.
Mama.
Yeah, it looks like that monkey baby puppy.
It does look like Monkey Baby Puppy. This is horrifying. This is pretty much a horror movie at a certain point. You know, because I look at this and I'm like, man, really? I joke around about Chucky and all these other things. If they wanted to take this same technology and make Marlon Wayans a little gremlin-odd creature, they could do it, man. It was something I said they could actually remake this thing called Trilogy of Terror. It had this little black doll.
I was just thinking about that.
And you would have to change a fucking thing with him. All you gotta do is just cast it in a movie where he's chasing a white woman around her apartment with a knife and trying to kill her.
When I was a kid, that was the scariest movie I'd ever seen in my life.
Never heard of
the-
it.
That scared the fuck Trilogy of Terror. And tell me that this fool don't look like Marlon Wayans would have these
Oh
faces.
shit! Right there, yeah.
When he be doing his mouth like that, yeah, man. Tell me you don't see tell me you don't see no resemblance right there. Man, I'm serious. I'm having a good time with this. And then it went to a very dark place. And I was amazed at how dark this shit got. And before it got there, like the good times start to go down.
Find yourself not laughing quite as much.
Yeah, because this just didn't age well, man. And this shit went dark, but before it went dark, it just got lame. Like I'm like, man, you know what happened? You know, because it stopped. I told you this was so weird that I was enjoying it, man. And then it's first of all, it stopped being weird. It stopped being crazy, and it just got lazy. You know, look, people, it's a Wayans Brothers movie. Wayans gonna be what Wayans gonna be. Wayans gonna do what Wayans gonna do. I got nothing against that. I'm not, like I said, I was enjoying a lot of this, probably more than most people. You know, you would criticize me for laughing at this stuff. That's fine. What I laughed at and what I just mentioned when I was praising it for, I stick by that. I really was having fun with that. I could watch those scenes by themselves and have a good time. But then they had to bring in, then these motherfuckers have to start farting. Yeah,
they couldn't hold it too.
They couldn't hold
They were
it.
holding it all through the first half of the movie.
And when I said it stopped getting weird, no, it got weird, but just not in a good way. Especially with the farts.
Let's get clean.
This is terrible.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't even mean the fart. Just Sean Wayans is terrible.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
This is terrible. And forget the farts. What is fucking snatch the marbles? Don't no grown man need to get in a bathtub naked with a little child, or at least what he thinks is a child, talking about we're gonna play snatch the marbles. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, you gonna grab his balls?
That's what I'm thinking. That's like the only marbles I can think of are balls in this situation. I don't know what I'm supposed to believe here. What the fuck is going? The fuck does that mean?
Oh, you mean like this, Daddy?
Where there's farts, there's ass. Where there's ass, there's shitting. and that's the progression you get to with these movies, man.
But it's smoke just fine.
That's people. That is the progression that we have right here. I'm not gonna lie. I did laugh a little bit at this. Of course, we had to work our way up to the shit jokes. Okay,
come on.
The hat is selling me on that. That's all. Like I don't like the joke, but that little that
it was a cowboy hat.
That little hat is left over from in Living Color.
Oh yeah, Men on Film.
Oh yeah, the Men on Film.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's an Easter egg. You know,
It's a rotten Easter egg.
Why is he
Why is he doing all that?
Why is that happening?
because first of all, the obvious answer is because of
Finish it.
It's a Wayans Brothers movie. Wherever there's farts and shit, there's bound to be some nuts that need to be hit. You know, we got the nut jokes.
Oh,
the
nut
nut
shots.
We did bring it up earlier, so
Yep.
Nut shots, huh?
Nuts, nut shots,
what they
man.
call it, yeah, nut
nut shots. Yeah, people.
Come on with it, bring it.
no genitalia goes untouched.
No, assholes and
And nut shots.
and nut shots, people.
Here we go.
Don't play that song.
Now,
What song is it?
That's from the Courtship of Eddie's Father.
Yeah, people. The thing is with this is that that's just one joke. The thing is that this is a whole segment. This is a medley of nut shots right here.
No, son. What do you? No. Don't push that button.
For those who love nut jokes and nut shots, you in luck because you got a lot of variety right here.
Where'd it go?
Oh, come on.
Man, no, I would not come on because you know what? Nut shots are actually the hero of the movie. They saved the day.
Don't move.
Martin.
If you want a milkshake, you know what
Yeah,
to do.
people.
See, I remember
That's my favorite.
I remember watching this movie and being mad that Kerry Washington was even in it. And now we got Chaz Palminteri.
Chaz
I was
Palminteri.
like, is that Chaz Palminteri?
That is
Oh, my
him, man,
God.
because when you have something, a movie where it's lacking plot and you just got to keep things going, if you have something where you're stealing a diamond or you're stealing money, you always have to owe the mob afterwards.
Right.
So there's Chaz
If you want the
Palminteri.
mob, you get Chaz Palminteri.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Hey, where's my diamond? Hey.
What do you guys do? What
It's
you guys
my
do?
favorite. Ooh.
What are you so jumpy about?
Man, look, as you expect, and as I said, these things don't age very well. There's some things where they get arguably offensive because they just meant something different at the time, and this is no different right here. Now, you see, I thought it was just like a redneck dude doing that, and his black ass came up doing it. And I was like, all right, man. Also offensive is just how badly. Look, I told you that I said it was an homage. No, people, it's a straight up fucking rip.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a straight up
You're
rip.
making me mad.
You might remember, again, people, if you're a fan of the Looney Tunes, you might remember this classic scene from the Babyface Finster episode of Bugs Bunny.
Click.
Fuck you, motherfucker! Shit! Fuck you! People, they did with no shame at all. I don't give a shit if you call this homage or not. They had no shame. They just ripped. They straight up jacked that scene right there, verbatim.
Oh, come on. Oh.
Right.
Click.
Bitch!
God
He
damn.
even said click.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Bugs Bunny's like, man, you motherfuckers.
Yeah,
man.
people. Yeah. Yeah. Just straight up. Straight up said, fuck it. The hell with Bugs Bunny. Tell him.
Yeah, no.
I dare him say something. Shit, Bugs Bunny come talking to me.
Get his lawyer.
Yeah, shit, Bugs Bunny come talking to me. I'll beat his ass like Finster. Say something, bitch, say something. Now, I was telling you that was offensive. Here's where we start to get, here's where things start. We're starting to enter dark areas right now. We're starting to enter that. I don't know how I feel about this at this time of my life area of this movie. Because they start taking some lighthearted jabs at child abuse.
You want to get up? Come on.
That's that boy's father right there. And the thing about it is maybe that was just one scene to be like, okay, that's funny. He's just getting tired of his son, kind of trying to tough him up. But no, this man has anger issues. You know he's going home and beating this kid up, man. And there's a point where he really is abusing this kid out on the field.
Yeah. Shut your pie hole, man! It's football! It's football!
Why you starting?
Stop acting like a bitch, man!
Why you starting, man?
Let's go.
Oh, wait, go back. Let me see. I missed that shit.
People, look at this. Man, people, look, that ain't no joke. That's straight up child abuse right there.
Acting like a bitch, man!
Why you starting, man?
Fuck you.
Damn.
I mean, I'm laughing, but
That's not my way.
that's his.
It goes for you too,
I don't even think that's his son. Oh no, you know what? That's little man right there.
Okay.
Okay, I thought
I was like, he's teeny tiny.
okay, yeah. That just took me a while to look at that little black face in there. All right,
Okay.
even though he didn't know.
Why you starting, man?
Fuck you, little black ass. All right, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That's funny now. I mean,
Not really, but
it's fucked up. No, it is fucked. It don't make it no better that that's little man in there, because that's still supposed to be a
that's
kid.
not even his son.
Yeah, that's not even his dad. But this is the point where it gets darker, and I do have to say, look, there ain't no confusing here. Something. This was something else. Ain't no rationalizing this. It's just okay. I'm not even. Again, I always have to say, I'm not trying to cancel this. I'm not boycotting. I'm just saying it's kind of fucking weird. So things get weird when they get into the sex jokes, because when they get into the sex jokes, you got to realize that it gets uncomfortable because. First of all, it starts out with titty jokes, which I'm sure some people, they're probably not looking too much into it, but let's just think about this.
I had to promise Greg I'd give him these.
Okay, now.
Look, I know this is meant to be like a childish boob joke right here, but let's not forget that this is a grown man trying to grope and suck on a woman's titty. right here. You know,
Aggressively
yeah,
trying to do
aggressively
that.
too.
Yeah, like he trying to eat that shit.
He doing titty rape right now. You know,
why is she shaking her titties like that anyway?
Yeah, that's way aggressive right there. Like I said, she thinks it's a baby, but he ain't no baby.
Yeah,
and that's even more shady with him trying to fool them so he can like come in there and suck them titties, man.
Especially going as aggressively hard as he is.
Oh yeah. Oh, aggressive.
Drooling and shit.
I'll show you aggressive. There's a point where he just forces himself on that chick.
And one for the baby.
Jesus.
Yeah, people. You know, look, he forces himself on her. Again, that's a grown man. I know this is a special effect, but the character's a grown man who forced himself on a woman. Now, I'm not.
Okay, he's an ex-con. It's been a while. He don't care. And it's back in the early 2000s.
No, fuck that. No, fuck that. It's fucking weird. No, it's weird.
No, it's weird. I'm not saying it's not weird.
No, what I'm saying is that, and then, like I said, I ain't trying to cancel this movie. I don't give a fuck. It's weird. It don't age well. And I'm only saying this because now we living in a time where everybody trying to counsel and accuse Wonder Woman of rape for sleeping with that man who didn't have his body anymore, which that can be rationalized. But we gonna do that to this chick. We got to go and talk about Little Man too. All right, this can't be biased towards one way or another.
Little Man's like, I didn't actually put him in. See,
yeah. And Little Man said, "Hey, look, I'm from a different era. That bitch should know better."
Yeah, Wonder Woman is purporting herself as a force for good, where Little Man is a straight up criminal.
That don't make it better.
It does not make it better.
That does not make it better because listen, if we're gonna talk about Wonder Woman, you know, because it can be argued the body didn't have the man's soul. It was pretty much Steve Trevor. It was just a different physical body. I never looked at it as rape, but people call it that. If this is gonna be the case, let's look at this. Where this little motherfucker right here goes full Weinstein, right down to. Because it's serious, because right down to, you might forgot about this, right down to full-blown rape in this.
More like great morning. The last time we did it twice in one night.
Twice?
That fool raped that chick, man.
I remember I checked out at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, even back then watching, I was like, I think I'm done with this.
Yeah, that fool straight up raped that chick, man.
And also, like, wait, she didn't. Okay, no.
Yeah, no, you feel a little
tiny body. I didn't want to go there, but I said he checked out at that point.
Yeah, people, come on, y'all.
That's why I don't remember the rest of this.
Yeah, look, if we gonna holler at Wonder Woman, you gotta call foul on this shit right here.
I didn't realize
that.
That's a serious flag on the play.
And you know what? You thinking, can it get creepier? Yeah, because that shit was premeditated. Like, he looked at that night, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting up in that. Look at this rape look he gives.
Oh.
He's watching.
Yeah, you just wait. I'm about to get up in that shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting till somebody fall asleep.
Yeah.
And it don't matter who.
I was about to say, he probably fucked both of them.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
You know, for a moment, man, we really had something. You and I, little man, we were having a good time.
Did you?
I was having I was having a good time. I was laughing. You know, we started out really this started for me being enjoyable. We were having a good time. We were having some laughs. And by the end of it, I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
I was just feeling a little nasty at the end of it. Yeah.
A little nasty.
I was feeling a little nasty by the end of it, man.
That was nasty. Even the sound when he was kissing Brittany Daniel, the sound of it was gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a little thing, but it was just, I was like, ugh.
No. Even with that, even with Sean, I know he's her husband and all, but it is, you know, for the movies as stage kiss, I'm like, he has really got his tongue deep down.
You noticed it too? I
Yeah.
was like, ugh. And even for like a quick, it was just a quick little
Yeah.
jokey scene. You ain't got to be doing all that, Sean.
Right.
Take it easy. Even that's why she was looking at. She was like, "You gonna call cut? This motherfucker run up in my shit."
That did not bother me.
Not a stage kiss.
Shit, she's fine as hell. I would go in there and get as much as I could too. So yeah, people, I don't know, man. I thought that this was at first I thought like, all right, you know, this probably a low rental for me. But yeah, by the time we got over the finish line, yeah, some bullshit. Straight up bullshit.
Because that's what I remember from it. I was like, all right, I'm not digging this comedy and it's lowbrow. But just the creep factor and stuff like that, I was like, this is making me feel ill.
Yeah, people. I'm not acting like some offended, guy who's trying to pass myself off as a champion for the women and the feminists and whatnot. I'm just telling you, shit was weird in this day and time. I'm sure back then, we can get away with a lot more, but today that shit that's kind of fucking crazy.
Even back then, it was I'm not digging this.
Well, I mean, like even with like Wonder Woman, I'm not saying, I didn't feel like she raped him. But I was like, I remember watching when you sent me the movie. I was like, this is fucking weird. Like, I remember just thinking that.
And
like,
unnecessary.
Thank you, and unnecessary.
Yeah, that's where you got that Kerry Washington mask from. Everybody's wearing it. She was probably watching this movie again. Right?
I did what?
I was in that. Really? I signed on to do that?
What is it?
That's a Kerry Washington COVID mask. So people are wearing this. For some reason, they caught this girl making a mouth shape, and they just started. For some reason, they made a mask out of it.
Leave that woman alone. She's fine as hell. Look at that. Leave my girl alone.
Yeah, it even fits on this right here.
Damn.